Aiden in Greenville isn't only recognizing Dr. King, but also pushing his mission forward. The organization ENC Nonprofit Partners hosted a Living the Dream tribute. Today's program included prayer, music, and awards. Several people were recognized for working to make Greenville and surrounding areas better places.
Today we'll place the spotlight on those in our community who are helping to create a beloved community for our children. They are individuals who are living the dream and honoring Dr. King's legacy of service and reconciliation.
The organization gave out certificates honoring people for the President Volunteer Service Award. In Aiden, people are remembering Dr. King's dream at Zion Chapel United American Free Will Baptist Church. With song, selections, and speeches, people celebrated King's work and the need to continue where he left off. Representatives from the Aiden Museum asked people to consider sharing any piece of history they may have with the town. Organizers say not only does this event recognize King, but also those working to make Aiden a better place.
We have being a small town, our budget is not as big as some of the largest cities, so we have a lot of citizens that provide services, volunteer service for us, and it helps make the town better.
This event happens yearly. Organizers say they hope to have a full building next year. People are joining together in Onslow County for a rally honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. 9 Your Side's Claire Curry joined the city of Jacksonville for their march and brings us their mission.
Step by step and hand in hand, hundreds of Jacksonville residents marched in unity to continue his mission.
We are here to just remind people about Martin Luther King, of what he did for our country. We come together every year to march in remembrance of him and the different marches that he participated in, to bring everyone together on one accord, you know, to show unity, do it in peace, with no violence.
Through prayer,
amen,
and song.
If you will, start singing. We shall overcome.
We shall overcome someday.
From City Hall to the courthouse steps.
That shows unity. That shows united. We all one. When we come together, we don't look at different organizations. We look at one, just like Martin Luther King would want us to do. We are one.
With the children in the community leading the way back.
It's a symbolic experience to have them lead us back, because we are literally they're falling onto our shoulders, and we have to be that role model. We have to be that guiding factor to show them that this is the path that we are taking, but we are expecting you to carry that torch forward.
The message of all races and beliefs coming together
For one purpose, to remember Martin Luther King and all of the great works that he has done for our country, for black, whites, everyone.
I have a dream.
All to keep his dream alive.
That all men are created equal.
It's a wonderful thing to see, because it lets us know that the dream can continue.
In Jacksonville, Claire Curry, 9 on your side.
People are recognizing the life and work of Martin Luther King Jr. in many ways today. More than 100 people gathered at River Park North in Greenville to take part in a day of service. People picked up trash, removed debris, cleared trails, and worked together to get that job done. Volunteers from all over came out to help today, with some groups making it a part of the way they serve.
All of our Divine Nine, which is all the 9 African American organizations here, we stand on service. So that is the core of everything that we do. So for us, this is just a day for us to give back for places that we may not get to in our normal service areas. So we definitely just want to give back to Pitt County.
We're here to clean up, clip branches, get branches off the trails, pick up any garbage, weed, and if there is any graffiti, wash that off.
Those who served for an hour or longer got a coupon to get into the park's Nature Center for free. And speaking of helping out, check this out. This group in Kinston is giving back in honor of MLK Day. The organization Kinston Teens packed more than 180 care packages. Now, those care packages have things like winter hats, personal hygiene items, and personal protection equipment like masks. The packages will be given out to those in need. Now, because of today's NFL game, our Martin Luther King Jr. Day special, A Granddaughter's Dream, will now air Wednesday night at 7:30. Again, that's Wednesday night at 7:30. This 30-minute special presentation features an in-depth interview with Martin Luther King Jr.'s and Coretta Scott King's granddaughter, 15-year-old Yolanda Renee King. Watch it Wednesday night at 7:30 over on WNCT. In honor of MLK Day, communities across eastern North Carolina held marches for social and economic justice. Now, your side's Gabby Sartori was at the march held in Greenville today, and she has this story.
Those who participated in Monday's march started at CM Epps Gym Center off Nash Street and headed to Pitt County Courthouse. Members of the community were excited to come together to celebrate the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr.
It's a celebration of his life, which had a lot more meaning than just a dream. He believed in organizing. He was a militant. He went to jail 29 times in order to advance the cause of civil rights. We're in a very different time now, but there's a lot of things that haven't changed.
People of all backgrounds and ages came together Monday morning to continue pushing for equality, which is something they feel still needs to see improvement.
It's my hopes that one day, when we say unity in the community, that it comes to fruition, because people need to start to see beyond skin color.
Several groups, including the Coalition Against Racism, were in attendance. As participants marched to the courthouse, they held signs and chanted messages of equality.
And so we out here marching today to keep on the dream, keeping the dream alive that Martin gave us, that we can't sit down. And we got to come together as one.
Cavallini says there's still work to be done, and that starts with educating people on what equality stands for.
So the problem is we have to educate, we have to organize, we have to mobilize, we have to build a movement for systemic change, economic and social justice.
During the event, participants tell me they wanted to return values of love and compassion for each other, as well as human justice. All these things are exactly what Martin Luther King stood for and what the generations after him will continue to fight for. In Greenville, Gabby Sartori, 9 on your side.
The interfaith clergy of Pitt and Morton counties hosted a celebration of life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. This event has been going on for 10 years. It's a partnership with Churches Outreach Network. This year's theme is to pursue the law of love, justice, and peace. Organizations like Democracy NC were invited to promote legislative justice to the community.
So many laws in place and bad maps in North Carolina where a lot of voters, especially here in Greenville, don't get the chance to have their voice heard. So hopefully when we can get enough turnout, if we can have people register, if we can have people know when and how to vote, we're going to have people go to the ballot box, push those people in the electoral positions, and have them hear their voices and have them pass laws that represents them and what they need within their communities.
The event was held at Jarvis United Methodist Church in Greenville. The celebration brought the community and church together to honor MLK and his principles.